that close enough?
Jordan, what's your kind of takeaway after watching the film? How do you think you did?
I got a lot to get better at. I mean, there was a couple of good runs that I had, but there's still a lot of work that I have to do personally and as a team.
What goes through your mind when you go off left tackle and all of a sudden you just see there's nobody there in that second level? You know they're all behind you.
It's a feeling you can't explain because the crowd gets loud. You just gotta get to the end zone. Words can't explain it.
Did you look at yourself on the board on that one run?
No.
You just running?
Yeah, I was just running. I was trying to get to the red part of the field.
Have you taken any extra time to kind of savor the fact that you not just had a big game, but you were able to play? I mean, you missed obviously most of the last year. Have you savored getting back?
Not really. This is what I've been doing is playing football, so it feels natural to me to be back out there. But it was fun to be back out there with the team again.
I know it's next guy up around here, but when you guys lost Lindsley, it really looked like there was a drop-off in the amount of running room. Did you guys miss him a significant amount after he left?
Coach Meyer always he's been talking good about Corey for so long. He said he's one of the best centers, so if you take out one of the best centers, it's obviously not going to be as good. But, I mean, Jacoby's a good center too, so I don't know. Maybe they just switched up at halftime, switched up their game plan at halftime and did better against the run.
Jordan, I think a lot of fans assumed that when Carlos got back it would just be his job. He would be the starting running back as soon as he got back. I assume you don't feel that way, and you put a pretty good statement out there. How do you feel about that?
Carlos, he earned his rank. I mean, he had a good season last year, and I know that he was going to be a running back at the beginning of the season before he got in trouble or whatever, and I was going to play a different position. So Coach Meyer knows that he has a bunch of people that can play running back, each position. So I think it's just going to be harder for a defense to prepare for that.
Does Rod Smith's return change at all what you do, or perhaps how much many carries you might get?
Nah, I'm just going to go to whatever position they put me at and try to make plays.
Even if they put you at defensive tackle, you're okay with that?
I don't think they would do
I'd like to see that.
I'd pay to see that, yeah.
The A-gap from another perspective.
How difficult is it, in all seriousness, the amount of running backs here, how difficult is it to get on the field here if you're playing that position?
It is difficult. There's running backs that didn't get on the field, and but Coach Dre, he's straight down the middle with us. So if there's something that you're not doing, and if you got to be on the special teams to carry the ball, so if you're not on the special teams, you're not going to carry the ball. And it's a competition in the room. We're all tight, but we know that when we come on the field, you got to make plays. You got to make stuff happen.
How competitive does it make it to get on special teams, Jordan? Talk about that. I mean, that's kind of an interesting way of doing things.
Coach, we probably practice special teams more than anybody else in the country, and we put a big emphasis on that. Coach Meyer puts good players on special teams, so special teams is an important part of our team.
Do you guys have to pick a guy like Bronte up after the game? He didn't get in the opener. He probably expected to play a little bit. Do you have to pick a guy up like that up?
Yeah, I mean it's tough when you work so hard in the offseason and work hard in camp, because he had a good camp, and then you don't get to play in the first game. So we just stayed around him. We're real close, and we could tell that something was wrong after the game, so we just got around him.
Jordan, Coach Meyer said that Dontre Wilson, with his fumble, if he keeps fumbling like that, he won't be on the field. How much does that get, pounded into your head as a young player that you've got to have ball security and not fumble like that?
In the running back room, ball security is a core value. So, I mean, we take that serious. If the ball's even outside of your body in practice, you got to do something called pride drills, and I mean they're not fun.
What are they?
You got two balls. And you gotta touch it. You gotta hit the ground every 5 yards. For every one you have outside your body, it's like 100 yards, and it keeps adding up the whole way to the season.
Moving forward to this week, you guys had the great first quarter, 23 points, and then it was kind of up and down after that. Offensively, what do you want to see you guys as an offensive unit this week to improve upon last week?
We just got to keep how we came out in the first half. We just got to keep that steady. San Diego State, they're a pretty good team. They're going to come in and play hard, so we just got to keep it up the whole way through the game.
Jordan, what's your take on using the 2-point conversion? Does it excite players that we're not just going to line up and add a little rise in the pass?
I like it. I wasn't even at the beginning of the season. I wasn't even the person that caught the ball, and then the first week, Coach Dre put me in there, and I like it. Defense can't take a play off.
Jordan, Adolphus and Noah kind of have this friendly rivalry where they compare stats. Is that even possible to do on offense? Like just have these playful competitions within? You can get half a tackle, but you can't get half a carry or half a catch. So is that even possible to do as an offensive player?
Not really. There's only one ball, so when you get the opportunity, you gotta make it happen with that opportunity. So, no, hey, that's funny because I was talking to Noah and Adolphus before the game about the same thing, talking about who's gonna have the more sacks, and they was arguing about it. But that was funny.
There's no competition with the running backs to see who gets the most yards or anything like that, or most touchdowns?
No, we don't really talk about it like that. We just want to see when each one of us is in, we try to make things happen, but it's not really a competition. We just want to see each other do well.
Do you have a preference between hybrid and tailback? Do you have a preference between the H-back and...
Not really. Nope.
And it sounds like you're going to play both those spots the rest of the year. Is that how kind of you're looking at it? Those are your two spots you'll play? Yeah, that's the spots I've been learning since spring ball, so I finally get to be at H. I don't know. I haven't talked to Coach Meyer about where I'm going to be at, so my guess is as good as yours.
What's that running back room going to be like, though? Rod's back this week. He's eligible. Carlos is going to be back in 2 weeks, it looks like. What's it going to be like now?
It's people that played a lot of football around here, so I mean, there's a lot of experience in that room, and we could play. Our room could play.
So, Jordan, you guys scored 40 on Saturday. Is that enough, or you want more than 40?
We always want more. You ever see that commercial?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jordan.